Hold up, people. Tonight didn't just rattle social media. It blew the roof off. No heads up, no trailer. Just one out-of-nowhere live stream that threw 3 names straight into chaos. Cardi B showed up looking less angry and more shattered. Because when she goes quiet before talking, you know the drama's about to ignite. This isn't your average celeb feud. Nope. This is betrayal, secrets exposed, and a storyline juicier than anyone imagined. Whispers morphed into accusations. Accusations morphed into receipts. And suddenly, Stefon Diggs and Young Miami weren't just trending. They were drowning in the messiest scandal of the year. A hidden fling. A secret baby nobody saw coming. And here's the kicker. Despite the rumors, leaks, and emotional meltdown happening live, Cardi B might not be stepping away. She could be running back. Let that settle. If even a sliver of this is true, we're witnessing not just drama but a public emotional meltdown where love, betrayal, and obsession smash together spectacularly. And right now, silence. No denials, no explanations, just deafening silence. And in scandals like this, silence.
Gang girl, that it's about you. I'm just saying, you done got me a whole hour and some interrogating me. It's your time. Is you dating? Cause girl, you looking good at that game, girl. I was on the jersey, all that. Like, stop trying to hide it. Don't put that jersey on. Trying to tell her how we do. For real, make the folks mad.
Oh my God, man! Tia just woke it up.
This is always a and if they don't stand on business, Yanti coming for his.
Ooh, I gotta put you on his egg.
Girl, he put a Birkin all that out. He put a turn it up because
I forgot he put the clothes on now.
He don't want this.
I'm gonna hook you on one.
The night didn't magically end when the live stream cut off. Oh no, that's when the real chaos kicked in. While millions replayed every second, pausing and zooming in like amateur detectives, Cardi B was reportedly sitting solo, not scrolling, not reacting, just staring at her phone like it held some inconvenient truth she wasn't ready to swallow. This wasn't anger anymore, it was a cold slap of realization. Hours before, she'd gone live and tore open a situation that had been quietly simmering for weeks. Little inconsistencies, missed calls, vibe that screamed something's off. Stuff most people shrug at, until a pattern emerges that you can't unsee. And insiders say that pattern pointed directly to one name, Stefon Diggs. At first, just gut feelings. Weird little clues. Nothing solid. Nothing she could actually prove. So, like anyone who doesn't want to face a harsh truth, she stayed silent until the universe, or allegedly a private document, forced her hand. A document she wasn't supposed to see. One that didn't just ask questions, it slapped answers in the worst way possible. Suddenly, the whispers weren't whispers anymore. They pointed to yet another name, ready to blow this whole situation sky high. Young Miami. What started as casual speculation quickly exploded into full-blown scandal. Reports surfaced that behind the scenes, there'd been a secret connection, hidden from public eyes, unconfirmed, but impossible to ignore.
Months pregnant. Offset went through her phone and caught her texting a nigga, some dog nigga named Stefon Diggs, some football player. He done everybody's hoe in the game, which is kind of ironic because every time your girl want to get their lick back, they go to the big
WAP. WAP. What does that stand for? That's Cardi B.
Because word on the internet now claims this wasn't just some secret fling in the shadows. Oh no, there might be a child involved. A secret so huge it could rewrite everything, and suddenly the emotional weight hit like a ton of bricks. Betrayal is bad. Betrayal with permanence? That's nuclear. Sources say that after the live stream ended, Cardi B didn't run damage control. No posts, no statements, no PR spin. Instead, she reached out quietly. No cameras, no audience, no theatrics, just a message. Come back. Let's fix this. And boom, that single move has the internet losing it. Because in the middle of possibly one of the most humiliating scandals of her career, she didn't flee. She leaned back in. Cue the global question echoing across social media. Why? Love? Attachment? Or something far darker, a cycle too tangled to escape? Meanwhile, speculation spread like wildfire, fueled by one constant: silence. No public denial from Stefon Diggs, no acknowledgement from Young Miami, no word slowing the wildfire of gossip. And in a situation like this, silence doesn't soothe, it fuels. Every hour without a reply stacked the story higher, giving it more traction, more attention, more belief. Clips were replayed, old footage examined. Every past interaction now looked like a clue in something far bigger. Nothing felt random anymore. It felt orchestrated, calculated, or at least carefully hidden. And the situation shifted from pure emotional exposure to something dangerous. Because if even a sliver of these claims is true, this isn't just a relationship scandal. It's deception, secrecy, and a buried truth finally clawing its way out. And we're barely scratching the surface. Behind closed doors, conversations are happening. Decisions are being made. Sooner or later, someone will break that silence. The real question: what else comes spilling out with it? By sunrise, the story had already escaped the live stream. It wasn't a moment anymore. It was a full narrative. Narratives like this don't stay contained. They spread, evolve, and pull in details nobody was supposed to notice. Overnight, timelines flooded, clips slowed frame by frame, screenshots blown up until pixels became proof. Every second of Cardi B's livestream was dissected like evidence in a case with no official file, but millions of self-appointed detectives. Then something shifted. The focus wasn't just what she said, but what she didn't. The pauses, the cracks in her voice, the hesitation when certain details almost surfaced. Almost like she knew more than she'd admit, for now. Meanwhile, the storm's main names, Stefon Diggs and Young Miami, stayed eerily still. No deletions, no comments, no disappearing acts, just normal life. And that's what made it creepier. In scandals like this, silence isn't panic. Sometimes it's strategy. Behind the scenes, speculation grew legs of its own. People weren't just asking if the alleged affair happened. They were asking how long it had been going on. Months? Longer? Overlapping with moments the public thought were real? Then came the heavier question. If there really is a child involved, how long had that truth been buried? Hiding a moment is one thing. Hiding something permanent requires planning, control, and intention. Suddenly, this didn't feel like random betrayal. It felt structured, pieces of reality separated until they collided. And as theories multiplied, old footage resurfaced, moments once innocent now viewed through an entirely different lens. A glance, a shared moment of the same event, a timeline that just didn't add up. None of it proved anything. But together, it formed a pattern nobody could ignore. Meanwhile, the internet was busy spinning its version of the truth. But behind the scenes, something else was quietly building. Pressure. Because stories like this don't just live online. They reach managers, publicists, legal teams. Calls get made. Statements drafted and sometimes deleted before anyone sees them. The first move in a scandal like this isn't just important. It's irreversible. Say too much, and you confirm the narrative. Say too little, and you let it spiral. And right now, it was spiraling faster than anyone could handle. But the wildest shift didn't come from rumors. It came from Cardi B. Instead of stoking the fire, she went radio silent. No follow-up lives, no extra posts, nothing matching the chaos she'd unleashed. Insiders say this behind-the-scenes moment wasn't simple anger or distance. It was conflicted, emotional, unresolved. The kind of situation where walking away isn't as easy as it looks, especially when feelings linger even after trust is shattered. And that's what makes this story unpredictable. Everyone expects escalation, exposure, another blow-up. But what if the next chapter isn't chaos? What if, instead of diving deeper into the mess, someone tries to piece it back together? Because if there's one thing more shocking than betrayal, it's forgiveness. And if that's the path, the next chapter won't just be messy. It'll be far more complicated. Something that doesn't just break headlines, it breaks expectations. By night 2, the noise hadn't faded. It had sharpened. What started as chaotic reactions became colder, more focused, more dangerous. The internet wasn't just reacting. It was watching, waiting, anticipating the next move. Like something bigger was about to surface. And through it all, one question echoed louder than anything else. Why hasn't anyone denied it? At this level, silence isn't just noticeable, it's deafening. Cardi B hadn't returned. No second live, no explanations, just absence. And the absence created space. Space for theories to harden into full-blown narratives people actually believe. But behind the curtain, things got even more unsettling. According to sources close to the situation, conversations had shifted tone. This wasn't just heartbreak or drama anymore. This was negotiation. Quiet, calculated, and deeply personal. Because while the public braced for distance, something else was allegedly brewing behind closed doors. Quiet contact, not public, not flashy, but real messages nobody was supposed to see. Calls never meant to be recorded. An effort not to destroy what remained, but to understand it, maybe even rebuild it. And that, folks, was a twist nobody saw coming. Because in the midst of allegations that could ruin reputations, the idea that Cardi B might still reach out to Stefon Diggs didn't just confuse people, it rattled them. It hinted at something deeper than logic, something emotional, almost irreversible. Meanwhile, young Miami stayed ghost-level silent. No acknowledgement, no confirmation, no denial. And the longer that silence stretched, the heavier it became, because people weren't just dissecting the present, they were reconstructing the past. Every glance, every shared space, every public moment where these names crossed paths was now pulled apart and reassembled into timelines pointing towards secrets hidden in plain sight. Whether those connections were real or imagined, they were convincing enough to keep speculation alive. But behind all the gossip, one shadow loomed largest, the alleged child. If that part is even half true, this isn't just betrayal. It's a secret that required time, effort, coordination, and silence from multiple sides. That's what makes it so heavy. Secrets like that don't exist without intention. They are guarded until the guard cracks. And if it's cracked now, what else will spill? That tension is what holds everything in place right now. Not only what's been said, but what hasn't. Somewhere between the live stream, the silence, and the theories, a missing piece waits. Unconfirmed, undenied, and until it emerges, this story stays open, unstable, unfinished. When it does surface, it won't just shift the narrative, it will redefine it. Maybe it clears the air. Maybe it makes everything worse. Or maybe it exposes truths nobody was ready for. One thing is certain, this isn't over. Not even close. Secrets like this never end quietly. They unravel, and when they do, they don't just reveal events. They expose everyone involved. And just like that, what began as a late-night live stream has morphed into a situation no one can control. This isn't just internet noise. This is a story tightening by the hour. The names are bigger, the stakes higher, and the silence louder. No denials, no clear answers. Just a storm of allegations, emotions, and questions that refuse to fade. If even a sliver of this is true, we're not just watching drama. We're witnessing a collapse in real time. A relationship stretched to the edge, trust shattered, and a truth hidden longer than anyone suspected. And here's the kicker. Despite all this, there are hints the story might not end in separation. It could be heading somewhere even more unpredictable. Because when emotions overrule logic, people don't always